As I mentioned in one of our last unboxing videos, we have a Desert Eagle N4 on the way, and this is the Desert Eagle Noveske EMG MWS clone N4 mouthful. And we're just going to run a quick little unboxing today, take our first look, see if it works with the speed loader we plan to use with it, make sure it does work. I picked this up myself, purchased it myself from Evic, so just keep that in mind. It's not like a hop-up buy or anything like that. And then after the first looks and kind of just generally messing around with it, we'll do a full video review like we do with every single replica, because I have some serious plans for this. Plans such as going for a little bit of a challenge. If you don't know already, I've said it a handful of times, generally speaking, I am not an AR person. Not that I don't respect them, I just think they're boring and oversaturated on the market. So my job here is to try and test this guy out in a review video, and then we're going to do a build series where I try and evolve this into an AR like style platform that I actually like the look of. I don't care if it's ergonomic. I just want to know that it looks cool and that it doesn't look boring like every other AR that I've seen. Now, a quick disclaimer as I take this out of the box. I picked this up from Evic, like I said, and as you'd expect, Evic also includes an orange flash hider, which is pinned and glued on. Since it's legal and ugly, I took that off, and also all of the orange tape that was on this. Inside of the box as well, you're going to find a cleaning and unjamming rod, which is always super welcomed. The Double Eagle DMAG? Yeah, DMAGs. These are MWS spec as well, from my understanding, so should fit in any MWS spec platform. So we got a pair of polymer iron sights, which are cool to have, not necessary. Small little speed loader lip, which I probably won't use as long as it works in my electric speed loader. And this is absolutely awesome. Double Eagle includes a patch to match the replica, which I think more companies should do, honestly. It makes the unboxing experience more enjoyable. Well done. For anybody who already knows what the MWS system is, I'm going to explain it as if people have no idea what it is, just in case people come here and they want to learn about it. Basically, Tokyo Marui designed the MWS system, which was arguably, when designed, the best and if not still most efficient and solid gas blowback style of internals ever listed on the market. And the reason being for that is a few things. They designed the ZET plate, and then, or the ZET system, which is the plate that allows you to increase the likelihood, if not perfect the likelihood, that your mags lock back on empty, so your bolt lock system. Also, the MWS system, the internals of airsoft replicas, if you don't know, for the most part, are designed after the internals of their real steel counterparts and modified a little bit to work with the airsoft system. Now, Tokyo Marui came out and decided, why don't we make a system that works specifically for airsoft? It is designed to function the best for gas blowback airsoft, voided almost a majority of the lower end internals of a standard AR platform, and did it their own way. And when they did that, it not only made things function efficiently, wear on internal parts was minimal, and the functionality of some of the moving parts was just smooth and beautiful. A couple companies on the market got wind of this, realized that that was a great system to work with, and a few systems like SEMA's CGS system went and copied a few of their parts that are compatible but aren't. You have some systems that tried to go their own way with it and it failed horribly. And then you have systems like Double Eagle's EMG Noveske N4s and their Ghetto Blasters, which are one-to-one clones, which means every single part inside of here is MWS spec and will work with all MWS platform mags, from my understanding, which is unbelievable. Now, from my understanding, that also is cool. Now, what's also really cool about that is price point wise, the Tokyo Marui's range somewhere between, I don't know, $500 and like $800, depending on where you get them from. This guy alone comes out of the box somewhere between $350 and $400, right? And it's a clone, an absolute clone of the best gas blowback system on the market. I actually completely refrained from watching any video reviews regarding this platform as soon as I decided to pick one up, just because I wanted to go in this completely unbiased. However, knowing it's an MWS-based system is a little bit difficult, because I expect big things from it. Another thing, you'll see all the Noveske logos, you'll see EMG, blah, blah, blah. So basically what happened in the Airsoft community is EMG went ahead and licensed the Noveske platform and the Noveske name, and then worked alongside a bunch of different companies, including Double Eagle, in order to allow them to utilize those markings. So you'll see all of the authentic Noveske logos on everything. See it up here in the charging handle. It kind of kills it with the, for Airsoft only up in the front, but it says super badass charging handle, which is really cool. Oh my god. Holy smokes, I cannot even begin to explain to you how smooth that is. Really cool. Just some general tolerances that I noticed. The stock, relatively wobbly. Just, this is going to be changed. This is going to be changed. The grip as well is their modification or their copy of the Magpul, I think the K2, which is really cool. So honestly, the grip is solid. I won't be using this though. There's a plan for it in the future. I'll explain that later, but I won't be using it. But it's really cool that you get like a carbon copy of the Magpul K2. I think that's what this is. Got all your stock positions and movement. The charging handle is ambidextrous, which is really cool. Oh, another really cool thing too. So your forward assist, which I'll show you in a second, is actually functional. It means nothing for Airsoft, but it does make contact with the bolt. So it does function like real steel, which is really cool. All of your typical AR adjustments, semi works as should. Reset. Wow, it's an interesting trigger. That's really nice. Auto should have no reset, and then safe should stop our trigger as it does. There's our bolt lock. I'll show you how the bolt hold system on empty works in a second. Your mag release is not ambidextrous. Let's see the fitment of these mags. Okay, so we got very little movement forward to back, about the same amount side to side. Up and down there's literally none. Really cool. So you're gonna have a pretty solid gas seal. The upper and lower are a brick. There's no movement, no wobbling, so the tolerances are absolutely stunning. Can we just show you this trigger again? I believe the trigger is adjustable out of the box as well. You're right on the wall there. That brake is beautiful. Very minimal over travel. The reset is firm. That is stunning. The one thing that I'm not too much of a fan of is they went for like this gray barrel. I almost wish this was just black. Not a big deal. You can always paint that. It doesn't like look bad. Looks pretty authentic, but I do wish it was black, just for like that blackout look would be really cool. It is a 14mm counterclockwise thread. You can see you've got the Noveske logos and the 300 blackout there. Flip it around, you can see your, okay, that's popped open. Noveske logos here and on the boat, which is really cool. It actually holds itself open a little bit. I think that's just how the Airsoft platform works, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it because, I think what they did is this is a carbon copy lengthwise and design-wise of the actual Noveske N4, and I think they had to make the bolt a little bit shorter here. So the window is the same size, but I think the bolt is a little bit smaller. So that's really cool. Okay, let's take a look at the irons. Like I said, I probably won't use them. Better to have them than not to. Maybe it'll look cool. Let's see what they look like. Okay. Battle sight for tactical training use only. Oh. What the? Wow. Excuse me. Okay. Don't lose these parts. But just from like first glance, the sights are cheap. They're a little wobbly. Whatever. Honestly, I'm probably not even going to throw these on. We'll keep them around. Just throw these back in the bag. Do want to check out the mag as well. I have a bunch of, oh, that's perfect. I love how the gas fill valve is here, so I don't have to take the lower plate off. But, yeah, so something that's cool is I have a bunch of the Lancer mags from the CGS system that I'm hoping to run in this, and they should work just fine. But, I kind of like the construction of the D-mag a little bit more. It's a nice mag. Quick things before we wrap it up. See if it holds gas. It does, and it's a single-way valve. It's absolutely no leaking whatsoever. And I do want to see if we can get this guy to work with the T238 speed loader, because if we can, that's going to make loading really, really easy on the field. and for the video testing. I cannot stand how hard it is to get these wires out sometimes. Sometimes they fall out so easily, and then other times I can't get them out for the life of me. The window's very small. Speed loader generally, though, it's awesome. I really do enjoy this thing. Okay. So I'm just going to put it on infinite. And we'll press it down. I've got that adapter on, the gas blowback adapter. Cross your fingers. Oh. No, a little tight. Maybe we'll give it a little angle. Ooh. It does not. Oh. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. All right, we are in business and ready to go. Let's throw the mag on in. Charge it. And we should be on semi. Let's make sure she fires. Oh, that recoil is not bad. That is really nice. Cool. And I didn't fully gas the mags up. Cool. And we're all out. Lock back on empty. Not bad. Let me show you why it locks back on empty so well. I'll show you. I don't have a tool out here, so I'll see if I can just pop it open from here. Looks like you can pop the pin out, which is cool. Even cooler, the pins have the Noveske logo. They stay in place. And as we fold our upper and lower receiver, you can see the Z system and the Z system plate. So this is your bolt lock on empty, which is really cool. So basically how it works is instead of locking the bolt on the midpoint of the bolt, it locks up in the front of the bolt. So it increases the amount of surface area that lock on empty, that big silver bar on the side, has to latch, which is awesome. And you've got roller bearings on the hammer as well as on the bolt to help increase the smoothness of the cycling, decrease the amount of wear on all of your internal parts, and then charging it is just unbelievably smooth. That's your Z system and Z system plate. It's going to function so beautifully. You can see it's not like your standard AR system, so that's really, really cool. Really cool. Yeah, a good way to see that if this is going to be a like Noveske N4 that's made by Double Eagle is make sure it has the set plate. If it doesn't have this big bar on the side, that big like silver bar on the side, it's probably a CGS system or something like that. Really cool. Really cool. Why does that not want to go in? Am I brain dead? Okay, there we go. Just a little bit tight. Tolerances are nice. Yeah, so that's the Noveske N4. I cannot wait. We're going to do a review video on this coming up in the near future. Just subscribe and you'll see it. And hopefully I can design an AR that I actually like the look of. That's different from anything you'd see on the field normally. Catch you in the next one. Peace.